What is up, everybody? This is your boy AJ Trip, and we are doing the rapid reaction of WWE Backlash. Although we may not talk a lot about the actual matches, we may talk about more about the state of WWE as we know it, and I'm not sure what was going on today. I know that they've done a lot going back and forth from America to across the pond or other countries, and then back to America, then to Saudi Arabia, and then back to America. So they've done a lot of traveling. I know they're very tired and everything, but I'm not sure what was up with tonight, and maybe and maybe for the most part that was just that was just it. Maybe they told Miz and Rollins, you can go out there and do what you gotta do to get the crowd hot, but everybody else on the show just don't try to be don't do nothing special. Just go out there and perform and entertain, right? Because I'm not necessarily sure. It seems tonight was a very, very slow, methodical pace by a lot of the wrestlers, which I don't particularly mind. I'm gonna pause this because I wanna still get what's her face on. This is the Backlash show, so and they brought that back. I need to turn on this fan too because I'm hot as hell. So turn on this fan because I am hot as hell. So you hear that noise in the background? That's my fan. I'm hot as hell. But yeah, it didn't seem to be. I don't know. It just didn't seem to have it. The best thing of the night was maybe the interlude they did, like after the U.S. title match with Elias, and then the New Day interrupted him, and then they had Rusev Day interrupt him and them, and then No Way Jose came out and with Titus Worldwide and everybody in the Fashion Police, and then that's all leads up to Bobby Roode getting his heat back and giving the glorious DDT to Elias. So excuse me. Yeah, I'm not. That's the funniest thing ever. So I don't know. But let's go ahead and let's break down some of the stuff that went down tonight. Let's start with the as in case, as if you haven't seen the promotions or heard about it before, it's the pay-per-views are now co-branded. So there was stars from Raw and SmackDown, and we had on the pre-show Bayley versus Ruby Riott, and Ruby Riott won the Riott kick. It was 3 1/4 star match. I thought it was something that was good. It was something that was effective. Something to get the crowd ready for the night, and that was it. So yeah, that was it really. Good on them. Actually, I should say, go back to it, because they actually showed before the match, probably early in the pre-show, they had showed Sasha Banks and Bayley in the back, and they were doing the thing where they were talking to each other, trying to end it, and Bayley was like, "I want you to come out here be by my side, and and Sasha wasn't having any of it. So, I mean, listen, this started late last year in December of 2017, I believe, right? Didn't that start then, right? Because something happened then with Sasha and Bayley. And then there was the Royal Rumble. Sasha threw out Bayley, and then of course we had the first ever Elimination Chamber match when Sasha did what she did to Bayley, and then we had everything like that. So I mean, right now we're going into possibly month 6 if it started in December. If this did start in December, it's at least month 5, maybe month 6 of this, and we haven't had a conclusion. Anything to this, and I think we need one, and need one soon. I'm gonna try to hold out because I think what they may try to do is take this to Money in the Bank. I'm sure Sasha and Bayley will be on the Raw side, right? Sasha and Bayley will be on the Raw side along with a couple other, and there'll be some other ladies. So then, I'm certain. Maybe that's what will happen. I don't know if neither one will get the briefcase. But my guess would be then that finally leads into Extreme Rules. That's the July pay-per-view, and my guess would be the Extreme Rules pay-per-view would be it will be whatever match they have. That will be the match that we finally see. We won't see it end, but we'll see salutation or something. We will see. I'm making up words and I can't even talk right. We will see either a full-blown heel turn from Sasha or a full-blown heel turn from Bayley. One or the other. None of the tweeners. None of the baby face with heel personality or anything like that. It is just going to be one's going to be really heel, and then I'm sure they're going to do something at Brooklyn, to make to do the whole stuff from the whole thing in August, and that's fine. But and I'll be willing. I'm willing to go there, but just do something else. Do something else. Just let Sasha and Bayley stay away from each other for a little while. And like I said, then bring it back up at the Money in the Bank pay-per-view. End it, turn somebody heel at Extreme Rules, and then go to Brooklyn and have whatever match you want to have at Brooklyn with them to put it out. But it's got. I think this has gotta get, there got to be some kind of turn. It just can't keep saying the same way at this point. That's why I say they need to go away from it. They really do. So that was that. Again, Ruby Riot. I was going to say Ruby Wyatt. For whatever, whatever the hell, it is. But Ruby Riot wins the match. And, so there. Then we start with the main show. And like we said, we had the IC title match kickoff between Seth Rollins and The Miz. And, I listened to Jim Cornette, and, and I listen for a lot of the things. I don't get really upset or really mad at his opinions or his feelings or anything like that. Because everybody's allowed to have their thoughts and opinions. I don't get it. I don't understand it. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of them. One of the ones I don't agree with is on this Miz. He says that he doesn't get the Miz, and I gotta say, and again, I will say this again, from the night after WrestleMania in Dallas, when the Miz, from that day, the Miz has just, it's been like, it's like the light turned on for him. Really, because I mean, he was just a guy. He was there. But he has been able to put on fantastic matches with people. Fantastic. And he's done it ever since the, I wonder if it has something to do with his wife coming back or whatever it was, but whatever it was, it meant because, the wife coming back gives you a new renewal and a renewed vigor. Somebody, it also may have been that, he may be one of the only ones to be able to get, have freedom, in the stuff that he does. Mostly everything people do are strictly, is totally scripted and everything like that, and you have to say it like this, and this, and this, and this, and do this, and this, and this. But he seems to get that Backlash to say what he wants to say, and how he wants to say it. Now, sometimes you can tell because he will screw it up. When he says it, you can tell that it's scripted, but I'm just not sure. But he's just been really good. And tonight was just, again, this was not Seth Rollins carrying the Miz to anything. This was not, the Miz had direct. At one point, I thought the Miz had won with the second skull crushing finale. I was sure he won, but whatever, he didn't. Seth Rollins won, and it's good. So I think that Seth Rollins, he says he's going to be a fighting champion. So I think that's good. I think that maybe that might be good, to actually do, like, to have either the Intercontinental Champion or the United States Champion, have one of them, if not both of them, defend the title on a semi-weekly, weekly, bi-weekly, whatever basis. It doesn't have to be every week, but it would, it was good. It would be good to see them defend it, on Raw or SmackDown every week, every other week, semi-weekly, every 3 weeks, whatever. So I think that this, I hope that does go down with Seth Rollins. But this was just incredible. This was a 4.5-star match I put down. This was one of the best openers, in WWE history, and there's a really great story told and great action all around. Like I said, it was fast paced. It was all around just really good, really good. Give them credit. Then they went to the Raw Women's title, and this was obviously Nia Jax, the champion, versus Alexa Bliss. No Mickie James. I guess maybe they're doing the selling of Mickey's injury. Mickie with with Ronda Rousey or something. I'm not sure, but it was just Nia and Alexa, and they had a best match. There was a point in this match, and this is where you can tell that maybe the crowd isn't. They were in New York, Newark, New Jersey, so you never know with those crowds or anything like that what they were really on, or what they were really about. If they were really there to watch it, if they were there to shit on everything that that it was, and I think there's maybe a slight feeling about that. Maybe that's what they were there to do. But yeah, I mean, it's just hard. You have to wonder, when you have those bigger, when you have those bigger people, you have like Nia Jax, and when you have Braun Strowman and Yokozuna in the past and Rikishi in the past and things like that. So you've always wondered, what can they do? What can they do? Is to and listen, they had a fantastic, and they had fantastic careers, but were they ever going to be, big things, and do some big things? Now, Braun Strowman, it's kind of shit. He can kind of get going. He can kind of get going. I just do still wonder if someone like that is, if they shouldn't get beat up. That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I'm trying to get at. Like when those bigger, should they always just be heels? They always do the beating up. So then that the face comes back and gives them the beat down. And that's what I was thinking with this match with Nia Jax and Alexa Bliss. I was wondering, should Nia Jax really be a face? Now they turned her face, and it probably would not be best to turn her heel so quickly. Maybe do it if she could turn her back heel like at towards the end of the year. But I do have to wonder if she is best selling and trying to take a beating. Especially when it's Alexa, especially when it's someone from Alexa Bliss, who is, and I know that's someone, but she's just shorter than her, and taller than her. She's 5 foot nothing, like 90 some pounds, or something like that, or 100 some pounds. So I don't know. I'm just sitting here thinking, and we'll just have to see how it goes. We'll really have to see how it goes, because the biggest woman on the roster, other than I think maybe Tamina, two cousins, they can satisfy that. But I think we'll have to see how it goes. We'll have to see what happens, and we'll have to see that goes down. But I kind of do think that maybe that they just, that when it comes with Nia Jax, that they just shouldn't, they should try to make her dominant. Her matches should be, at the most 10 minutes, and she just, even with established stars like Alexa, like Sasha, like Bayley, I don't know if she needs to have long matches at this point in time. The kind of person she's like, So again, like I said, we have to wait and see. We'll see how it goes. But like I said, I had it at 3.25, and one reason why I'm bringing this up also is because after the match, she had a promo which was supposedly about anti-bullying and things like that, and the people of New Jersey just kind of turned on that, and again, like I said earlier, they just did a shit on everything that just because they can. Look at this. I would say, listen, if even if the promo was bad, I don't think it was, but let's just say it really was, and they thought it was a bad promo. The message is not something that you should be shitting on. It really isn't. It really not should be something that you should be shitting on about being bullied and everything like that. So, I don't know. So we'll have to see what happens with that. Then we had the U.S. title. It was Jeff Hardy and Randy Orton versus. No, it was Jeff Hardy versus Randy Orton. Excuse me. And I think this was good. This is okay. Again, this was like, and this is where like I was thinking about. You know, this was slow and methodical, and you know, and again, matches like that can be good. Matches like that can be honest. Everything doesn't need to be, you know, quick fire and hell on heels and things like that. I think I like it. You know, sometimes that can be really good, but I do wonder if maybe it was just, you know, if did everything have to be slow? You know, did everything have to be calculated and crisp? You know, and whatever. So. It just wasn't was. It was 3 stars. Jeff retained, so I think we'll have to see where that goes. Now we'll see if Randy Orton, you know, Randy Orton goes and things like that. And yeah, and you do have to wonder about Randy Orton. If Randy Orton right now doesn't, you know, if Randy Orton, I think there's something like that. I think, you know, John Cena has the tag of being a free agent where he can go from show to show. I think Randy Orton should be that way too, because I don't know if Randy Orton should be stuck, you know, just doing like the same thing every month, because we know Randy Orton sometimes cannot be motivated very much. So you do have to wonder if maybe Randy Orton had that free agent tag so that, you know, he can maybe stay motivated or something like that. With maybe you know, he stays a couple of months on Raw, and if he goes over to SmackDown a couple of months, and so, you know, maybe take a couple of months off and all of that. So just keep him, you know, in the flow. So we'll have to wait and see about that one. But yeah, I do wonder about that. And then we had that intermission with Elias and everything like that. Again, it was getting really, really funny. So, and like, I put this out on Twitter, and I really just need to know. And I've noticed this, you know, the weeks that the way Jose come out there. Like the first girl, the first person that comes out with No Way Jose is a woman, and the woman has just been absolutely just, jeez. I mean, tens. Tonight was nonetheless. She was on fire. Oh, and man. And they had everybody else out there dancing, Titus Worldwide coming down there, and everybody, even Bobby Roode got into the thick of things, and it was incredible. It was, again, like I said, it probably was the most entertaining scene of the whole night. But yeah, and listen, if they're gonna do that, you know, something like that, like to get people in, you know, on both brands involved, give them some. Some TV time. I think that would be okay. I think another thing what we're trying to do is to also maybe give like some TV time. Like if you're setting up a card where the tag titles on both shows, and this is why the tag titles, the women's title, you know, the heavyweight titles, should all be unified. It should just be one champion. It should not, should not be 2 women's champions or 2 tag champions and 2 heavyweight champions. It just should be one. Again, you keep the United States, keep the Intercontinental title separate. You don't merge them, not only for, you know, the Grand Slam purposes, but, you know, you can do many things with that. So like you said, if you wanna, give somebody a tryout, if you wanna say, hey, we think Baron Corbin can be a future champion. Well, let's give him the Intercontinental title, and then you still have the United States Championship, and you still have that, and you can, you don't need to work. That can be somebody established. So it's just. Anyway, but yeah, I don't mind that, but I don't think that should be. I don't know if it should be going on that long. I don't know if it should be out there in the ring. It probably should be like backstage somewhere, in the office or anything, something like that. So, I apologize, y'all. I have not been sleeping good for the last few for the last few weeks or so. Hopefully I get back into it. I don't know. I still have to get up early, so I'm hoping maybe after May 25th, which is my grandma's birthday. Maybe after May 25th, I'll be able to go 3 or 4 days in a row with with good sleep. So we'll have to see. That I can kind of catch up on all my sleep, and I don't have to be tired through everything. So anyway, let's get back to it. We still got a lot to get to, and like I said, I think maybe what I do, I just kind of slip through these entire things real quick. I had Bryan and Cass at 2.5 stars. Now, I will say that I wasn't fully looked in on Bryan on this match because there was things going on TNT with the basketball game. There's also I've joined this new craze with HQ, and at 8 o'clock. They were doing the thing with HQ and and everything like that, and so I was kind of focused on that. So if you think the match is better than 2.5 stars, fine. Like I said, take that with a grain of salt. The women's SmackDown match was 2 3/4 stars. Again, I thought a lot of wrestles and a lot of other things again, which I don't mind, but again, it was just kind of it seemed if it was just one match, but it seemed like every match was to be slow and methodical. The WWE title match at 4 stars. I'm not upset with the way this match ended, as some people are. It was not. It was a no disqualification match. You can still be counted out. It didn't say no disqualification, no countouts. Street fights, no holds barred matches, those are that's when it says no disqualification, no countout. This was just no disqualification. So, and I like that double dick kick city, and neither man could raise to the 10 count, and they were both counted out. So again, I think this is again what I have to wait and see. This again should be a feud that should probably go until Extreme Rules. And then Extreme Rules, they're gonna have some big bad things. What I would really like to see is I would like to see there be no title match. I would like to see AJ Styles sitting at ringside, watching the Money in the Bank men's ladder match. Either at the beginning of the show or at the end of the show, whenever. And I would like to see them, and I would like to see that happen, see that all come together, and then whoever wins it. Then maybe Shinsuke, does the low blow again to AJ Styles, and then at Extreme Rules of July we'll have some type of big time Hell in a Cell, Steel Cage, all that other type of stuff match, whatever, for the title. with them two. So, but yeah. Again, I had no problem with the match. I thought that was good feeling, and let's keep this thing going. I say this: the matches are getting better and better. The match they had at WrestleMania was, you know, it was just okay. And then the match they had at the Greater Rumble was pretty good. And this one, so you know, we're climbing up the ladder. We're getting closer and closer to that. We're getting closer to that match classic that they can, you know, put on. So we're getting closer and closer to that. So and I actually think, you know, if they've done this on purpose to where these matches get better and better, you know, we start with just and this is just storytelling, and we get better and better and better, then I think this would be good. So I do hope that this is what they they can, you know, deliver on. And I do think they can. So then we get Lashley and Strowman versus Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn. 1.5 star. I have no idea why this, you know, I'm not sure why they're doing this to Sami and Kevin, and I'm not sure why. I'm not sure why this was even put on the new show. You know, after we just had it like basically 2 weeks in a row. See, and this is one of the things that I just don't really get. We basically had this match 2 weeks in a row. As in the last week, Roman and Jinder Mahal were thrown in there to kind of freshen it up, but it really was. And then again, this still kills me. You know, why didn't you just have Lashley debut at WrestleMania as his tag partner? Why? I mean, why? I mean, Matt and Bray could turn heel, be the heel team. Oh, so I don't know. Whatever. Playing mind games with Lashley and Strowman. So whatever. But and then we had Reigns and Joe, and this was 2.5 stars. And for a minute, I really thought they were going to do this, because I had been thinking about what they were doing, and there was part of me was wondering is if what they were doing with Reigns is that they were just having him lose and lose and lose, and have him get frustrated and have him lose so much that he snaps, that he snaps, and he turned heel at some point. But that's what I had been wondering, because I thought, if he would lose here, that might be the way to go. He won, and that's, that is what it is. But I do think, I do think someone put on Twitter, and I think they stated that, listen, I've done a video about this already. I'm a Roman guy, but they aren't helping him. They really aren't. They really aren't helping him. And really at this point, the whole John Cena thing, it really is coming to fruition, because he should no doubtably be a heel. He should be telling the fans who are booing him to go fuck off. He should be telling, he should be cheap-shotting, and he should be, destroying food. He should not be taking beatings. He should be beating people up and being so pissed, at the stuff that he's went through. He should, every time the fans boo, he should take it out on their heroes, And listen, you can be a heel and still be the guy. You can be a heel and still be the guy. Shawn Michaels was a heel, and he was still the guy. Now they got into that strange territory in '97. In '97 when they with Generation X and everything like that. But he was a heel. He was basically the heel. So But yeah, so you know, I don't know. It's it just is what it is, and like I said, we might at the beginning we need to talk about what WWE is doing, and I really do think that Vince needs to sit down with Triple H. He needs to sit down with a few other people that he trusts, and he really needs to talk about what is going on with WWE, because you've got guys like Braun Strowman that fans are behind. You got Seth Rollins, who is awesome. You got AJ Styles, who's obviously closer to 40 than normal, but fans are still with him. The fans are with Joe, and they are behind, and they are with Rusev Day, and a whole lot of other things. So at some point, there needs to be some type of come to Jesus meeting, between Vince and his crew, his closest compadres, and figure out what they're gonna do. Because like I said, I'm a Roman guy, and Roman doesn't have to be a face. He doesn't have to have the championship to be the guy. But they need to stop doing shit to him. They need to stop having him just be all kind of because they're not doing that with Lesnar. They're not doing that with Lesnar. I'm not doing that with a whole lot of other people. But people that they don't call who they're not saying is the guy. The person who is the guy, they haven't doing it to. So something needs to happen. Something needs to go down, and I'm hoping by SummerSlam we'll have we'll have a world champion, universal champion in Roman Reigns. No, I hope it will be some type of heel. And I hope that we'll have some other things go down as well. So, well, that's just the way it is. Post your comments down below. Tell me what you guys think. Tell me what you guys thought of the Backlash. Tell me what you guys are. Tell me what you guys are. Tell me how you guys feel about WWE right now, in a whole. What do you think they are? Are they really just not missing a picture? Are they really just not seeing things? The whole Roman thing really just eats at me, because you call him the guy, but then you don't treat him like it. That's just. You did it with John Cena, right? If John Cena was the guy, and he was the guy, and sure, there were times when John Cena lost and things like that, but it wasn't until he had that beatdown from Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam that John Cena completely got his ass whooped. So I don't know. and Roman's had that about 3 or 4 times. He almost had it tonight. I really thought I kind of thought really at the start that they were going to do it that way. And again, like I said, if that was going to lead to maybe him, turning around and kicking ass and getting his stuff back, then it would be all. I'd be all okay for that. You would turn him down another way, but I don't know. We'll have to see. Next pay-per-view is in my home city, Chicago, Illinois. Money in the Bank, or as Chicago will call it, WWE CM Punk. CM Punk. CM Punk chants will be all throughout the matches. I'm sure if Roman is not if Roman has a singles match, CM Punk will be chanted all throughout that match. If he's in the Money in the Bank ladder match, I'm not sure. They still could probably chant CM Punk through that one because it is Chicago. And all you guys out there, listen, I understand it. I understand why you don't like the CM Punk chants and everything like that, but understand this. In other cities, yes, it shouldn't happen. This is Chicago, Illinois. It's going to happen. It's going to happen on TakeOver. It's going to happen, on Money in the Bank. So just deal with it for 2 nights. There. I'll see you guys later. Have a good night. Everything, my thing, and all that stuff. Good stuff. Whatever.